friends, I hope you all are having a great day. Today I thought I'd show you one of the ways that I do my sermon notes. So I'm just showing you a few examples here that I just used a regular notebook that I picked up at Michael's a while ago, and I just use those pages. I actually get my sermons off of YouTube by a guy named John Jorgensen. He's a really good speaker, and he does like spoken words too, but he also has like live sermons and then also has recorded sermons. Like this one's a 7-minute sermon by him. And I picked the one that is about faith as a foundation. So I just start off by having my iPad near me, and I like using the video ones because you can like click pause when you want to like quote him or something. So I just use the videos, and I have my iPad sitting right next to me. And while he's talking, I'm like doing the page, doing some like section. I like to section off my pages so that I have like different ways that I can write, different places I can write in. So I just use my Faber-Castell markers to add some little spots around the page that kind of section it off. And I use the color light phthalo green and pink madder lake. And I'm also using some paint, Artist Loft paint. One of them being aqua green, the other being green yellow, and brilliant magenta. And I just added some of that on top of the marker so that I can have a little more color in there, especially with the green. So I do that, and I love doing the sectioning off because I can, have different, like I can put a verse in one or a prayer in another and a quote in another, so it just kind of is a lot easier to, like, when you look back on them, see which ones are the most important in your like colorful sections. I added some little crosses with the paint around the page with the 3 colors that I had said earlier. And at the top of every page, I title it. So I put the speaker and then like what his title of the video is. So this one was Faith is a Foundation, so I wrote that. And then like I start off with writing down the verse that he's focusing on. And this one was Matthew 14:23 through 21, and it says, Jesus insists we should not, or I said, Jesus insists that we should not be afraid. He's always there, and we should not doubt him. Don't doubt. And then I put the kind of referring back to the verse. And so then he always has like a main idea, so I usually put that, and I use different fonts so that I know what little section is about what. And so this one I started writing faith, and I quoted him that he said, a true faith is just more than a feeling. And I also quoted that he says, choosing to focus on God even in the storm. And I think that's really what faith is all about. And so I just kind of added that there. And then I think right now I'm writing about Peter, because he used Peter as an example, which is in Matthew 14. And he said he started as a screw-up, but became one of the greatest church planters the world has ever known. And that's really kind of his main idea, is like how did he become such an inspirational person, even if he started off really, really low. And so then I used a lot of different colored pens that are just Paper-Mate Flair pens that I kind of focus main ideas on. So I wrote really big how, and then he explained, he says, in Jesus he found a foundation of faith. So I just, that was a main idea I wanted to focus on, so I put it big in a big font and in a colorful font. So then I just kind of decorate the page as I go. I use some washi tape from the New Basics collection, and I also use some Hobby Lobby washi tape. And then I also found a little paper piece from the New Basics collection from Illustrated Faith that has a cross. And I use that and another little piece of washi tape at the bottom that says his plan, not mine. And on the top of the right-hand page, I just used a sticker that I had from Hobby Lobby that says Walk in Faith, because that's kind of how we build our foundation. We start walking in it, and that's how, that's how we should walk in our faith, is finding our foundation first. And then this one, I kind of wrote in my own words what he was saying, but then the main points I wrote in different colors so that I could find them easier. So I said that when we walk in faith and discover our foundation of faith, we will not crumble. The winds may blow, but you will not be shaken, and I highlighted not be shaken. And you will not be moved, and highlighted not be moved. You may bend, but you won't break, highlighted won't break. You may lean, but you will not fall, highlighted will not fall. And when you have a foundation of faith, not only will you not crumble, but God will use that foundation to build his kingdom in your life. And I thought that was really, really cool. How like there are certain points of building your foundation, and like when you have that foundation, what won't happen? Like you won't be shaken, you won't be moved, you won't break, and you won't fall. But in all of this, you're building his kingdom in your life, and you're connecting with him. So I just journaled around the page some main points that I thought were good to write down, and added some more washi tape and colors. And then I also added the new Puffy cross stickers from the Basics collection that I'm absolutely in love with. Can I just say hashtag need them all? Every color. And so I just kept adding some little details around the page, like I said before. And then I always date my page, and I like to use on the Illustrated Faith date stamp, it said there's one that says sermon, so I usually stamp it with the sermon and then the date, and then it should be finished. So there's the finished page. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I will link John Jorgensen down below in his YouTube channel and this exact sermon, so you all can go check it out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!